Look at the way I pronounce this. Look, there's only one part that's important, and it's standing out way more with volume, length, pitch, and space. Look at this. Look at me. A lot of. Listen to how much contrast there is. A lot of energy moving forward. Listen to how he says it.
Why we are spending a lot of money more.
A lot of. It's all the same size. A lot of.
Well, we have to be able to.
So just like everybody, he's in love with the word to. Right. This is the easiest thing you guys can start doing right away, but it's a thing that non-native speakers are the most addicted to, just saying to. So, right, when he's saying have to, this is just being understood through context, right? We're not really sure if he's saying have to or also.
Well, we have to be able to defend ourselves.
Yeah, well, he's missing all the schwas because he could say defend, right? He's saying defend. So I would say have to be able to. This is actually should be one of the upcoming phrase chunks because this is something that is quite common, right? Listen to how he says have to be able to. I say have to be able to defend, not defend, right? Have to be able to defend or have to be able to defend. You can make two Ds. Have to be able to defend like that.
Well, we have to be able to defend ourselves.
There was no rhythm there. Ourselves or ourselves. Defend ourselves. He says ourselves. No contrast there between stressed and unstressed.
Why we are spending a lot of money more than ever before.
A lot of. This is another phrase trunk you guys should be getting. Look at the way I pronounce this. Look, there's only one part that's important, and it's standing out way more with volume, length, pitch, and space. Look at this. Look at me. A lot of. Listen to how much contrast there is. A lot of energy moving forward. Listen to how he says it.
Why we are spending a lot of money more.
A lot of. It's all the same size. A lot of. Right? Context, yeah, we understand them, but it is not a clear way to pronounce that.
We are seeing a big threat. And the threat.
Oh, that was good. Listen to his TH. Okay, my boy's killing the TH. That is unexpected.
Threat is Russia. And this threat is not only on Ukraine, it's on our.
All right, props, Friedrich. Props for the TH. I mean, all right, I'm guessing he's done, or at least gave some importance to pronunciation training. I mean, most non-native speakers don't just master the TH just without trying or working on it.
Europe. And that's the reason why we are doing that.
That's the reason why we are. That's the reason why we are, or that's the reason why we're. Guys, try as much as you can not to say the verb be. It's just not necessary. It's more work. It's not common. And if you use the reduction, that's why it actually makes you easier to understand because it's not getting in the way of the important parts. But overall, he's doing pretty good. He's using some musicality here.
On Russia has fundamentally changed over the last decade.
Okay, I mean, I think he's doing a pretty good job, honestly. I would say that this guy has had, I'm not sure, I mean, I don't know if he's lived in the U.S. or, maybe he got some schooling at an international school, but the way he's using his voice is more musical than not, right? He's not guiding us with his mouth voice. He's using kind of singing quality. You can hear the vibration. He's not pounding every consonant sound perfectly. So I think this is overall so far easy to understand.
New political order in Europe, and we had agreements on that.
Order. Listen to how you say it.
New political order in Europe.
Order. Right. Obviously, he's not pronouncing the final R, but we know British people do that too. Australians as well.
Business went pretty well.
Pretty well.
Business went pretty well.
So he doesn't like flap T's. I would say pretty. Right. And you guys, that was the first live stream I did. You guys think that flap T, turning the T to a D sound, just makes us sound cool because we're American, but it just also means that it's unstressed. Pretty or pretty. Pretty. For our ears, that means unstressed T.
Latest with 2022.
Ooh, did you hear how he said 20? He used the silent T, my boy. All right.
Latest with 2020.
2020. All right. So I know most of you people out there that are watching say 20. right? We saw earlier in the live there, we saw another silent T. I think the only way you would hear a native speaker say 20 is if they were talking to someone that they thought didn't understand English, like 20. Otherwise, they're just always going to say 20, 20, 20, 20. All right, Friedrich, this is good, man.
Again on February 24.
Oh, did you? Oh, whoa. That wasn't easy to understand. Listen how you said February.
Again on February 20.
February. February. I don't know. I'm looking, you guys, I'm looking at the transcript, so that I think that's why I understood. I don't know if I would have understood that, right? Listen how I say February. Try it. February.
Trump and myself, we are in good speaking terms. We are trying to coordinate our efforts.
All right. I mean, again, he's putting a lot of emphasis, musicality on these vowels. I mean, I'm really liking the way he's saying like the E vowel speaking term. I wish he would stop saying tu every time, but you know, other than that, he's really doing a good job of making it comfortable for an American listener.
Speaking terms, we are trying to call Trump and myself, we are in good speaking terms.
Good speaking terms. Good speaking terms. That was great, man. That was good.
American side, me in
All right,
person.
did you hear this? He said American sight. So instead of side, hear the difference? Sight. No vibration. Sight. Or side. Side. Listen to how he says it.
American side.
American sight. Right? Sight. Or like place, maybe.
To bring this terrible war to an end. And I fully trust that President Trump is really willing to put this.
That is good, man. I'm not saying it's 100% perfect, but it is good because he's singing. It's all musical resonance vibration. Listen to this.
And I fully trust that President Trump is really willing to put this war to an end.
Really willing. Like he even nailed the I vowel. Like he's nailing the E vowel. He's nailing the I vowel. So he's got the shit, sheet, beach, bitch. And the way he's doing it, you guys hear, is because he's got all that musicality. What was that? Like 2-3 lives ago, we covered those sounds. And I've talked about those sounds are only possible if you're using this placement in musicality. So there you guys go. That's how he's doing it. That's how it sounds clear for our ears.
One of the range missiles with a range of
Missiles. Yeah, that is not this guy. I mean, it's not about him, but I've heard students say that. We don't say side, we say missiles.
The EU membership of Great Britain, because we have a similar article in the European Treaty.
Article, right? So again, like he could make it even easier. This would be fine tuning, though. I mean, he said article, said article. See how that vibration just goes all the way through, turns that T to a D. Article, right? If you put so much attention article, to us it starts to sound like it's a stressed T. It sounds important, right? We give that attention when the T is important. Let's see how he says treaty.
European Treaty.
Treaty. You see that? That's what I mean. Treaty. Doesn't sound unstressed the same way as treaty. Treaty. D. So that's the point of the flap T. It actually serves a purpose. Well, anyways, this guy's doing a really good job.
Defend ourselves and long range.
Ourselves. So he doesn't do a good job with reductions. Defend ourselves. Ourselves, right? Listen, I make it small. Defend ourselves.
Defend ourselves and
ourselves. He's like our. You see his mouth moving like our. It's putting just more attention. Just remember, we want it to be obvious if it's stressed or unstressed. So if you pronounce those small parts really clearly, it just makes it a little less comfortable for our ears.
Were former U.S. administrations.
Listen, he even uses like listen to the thinking. That's a small little hack I try to tell you guys. You know, when you're thinking, go back down to this core sound. That's where you're gonna be speaking from anyways. That's how we think as well. You listen to us, we go, right? So he's not coming to right? He's keeping his placement low inside the body. This guy is pretty skillful with his English.
To do more on our own.
And say back to the reductions. Our own, more on our own. Listen to how much pitch and attention he puts on the word O-U-R.
To do more on our own.
More on our own, or more on our own. More on our own, on our own, right? No native speaker says our. Unless we're really, this is our own. Like, you have to be really exaggerating it, but that's not natural. I mean, it's super exaggerated.
us to do more, and we
To do.
are doing more.
So in a sense, he was right when he
And when we had our general elections,
Same thing, had R. So he just, if I was going to give him a top recommendation, is work a little bit on some reductions, but the rest, he's really killing it here.
consequences